Congressman Jim Jordan is the chairman of the House Judiciary Committee and a longtime member of the House Oversight Committee. He might have actually been chairman, if memory serves me correctly. And he joins us now. Chairman, it was, by the way, great seeing you and Polly in Iowa. This is a win for the House. It's a win. Biden refused to come, and now he is. You get to talk to him, but what do you want to ask him?
Well, I think, no, you're right, Trey. It is a win for the House, I think. And we had good negotiation with his counsel, and he's coming in, which is the way you want it to work, because you want to get the testimony. Whether he'll exercise the privilege or not for some of the questions, we'll find out. But I think the first question we'll ask him is who did you call when the chairman of Burisma, this company that Hunter Biden set on the board, when he asked Hunter Biden, we're under pressure from the prosecutor in Ukraine, can you help us? Hunter Biden gets on the phone, and according to his business partner, Devin Archer, when we deposed him, he said first he called his dad, and then second, later in the interview, he said, well, he called D.C. I want to know who he called. Did he call the vice president? Who else did he call in D.C.? What did they talk about? We want to know that, because what happened just a few days later, Joe Biden went to Ukraine and said, you're not going to get the loan guarantee money from the American taxpayer. He conditioned the release of that money on the firing of the very prosecutor who was applying the pressure to the company that Hunter Biden sat on the board of. So to me, that's an important line of questioning, probably be the first one that I'll go for.
All right, Chairman, you put your finger on something. Folks in the media, the public, even some members of Congress, they want public hearings. They love public hearings, and sometimes they're entertaining, and sometimes they're necessary. But tell our viewers why it's important to have these longer sessions. What you just described, you could not get done in 5 minutes. You need more time to ask follow-up questions. So help our viewers understand why going this route is the better route.
Well, you know this as a prosecutor, and you did this when you were a member of Congress. I watched you in many of these depositions. You get an hour each side. So you'll start with the majority party gets an hour, and you can probe all kinds of lines of questioning, the follow-up questions. You also got your counsel and other members there that can help you. But you work a full hour, and then you're fair. The other side gets an hour. But you can dig into these issues and ask the kind of questions you need to ask. I mean, there's some obvious questions that you could ask in a public hearing or in a private setting. Like, one of the questions I would ask is, who's the big guy? We all kind of know who it is, but I want Hunter Biden to go on the record and tell us who the big guy is. I mean, I think that's an important question. What was the brand that your business partner, Devin Archer, said you were selling? What the access to the brand, and he said the brand was Joe Biden. Is that accurate? But you want to probe and get into all those lines of questioning. It's tough to do in a 5-minute session in an open hearing where a witness can kind of filibuster and different things can happen. But in a private deposition or a transcribed interview, you get the full hour each side. And it goes back and forth many times, several hours throughout the day.
Speaking of a full hour, there's a soap opera called The Young and the Restless, and honestly, that's what I thought I was reading about. But it's really Fulton County DA Fani Willis being accused of hiring a boyfriend who has no criminal trial experience, and now there are judges that have a few questions for both of them. What do you make of this story?
No criminal trial experience, no real experience in what she's saying is the issue here, and the RICO charge she's bringing, and she's paying him more than she's paying the quote experts who are part of her team. And oh, by the way, he billed 24 hours straight. I don't know how you do that unless you just go a whole day without sleeping and you're working around the clock, I guess. So yeah, this is a big concern. We've actually written Mr. Wade, Nathan Wade, the guy she's hired. We want to know who we talked to at the White House. We want to know who we talked to on the January 6th committee. We want to know who we talked to, the correspondence he had with the Justice Department. After all, the district attorney's office there in Atlanta received $14.6 million in grant money from the federal government to help run their office. We think we have a right to know what's going on here. So we're going to continue to dig into this, as I think also is the state of Georgia, which I think is appropriate because there's a lot of Georgia tax money being used in this ridiculous attack on President Trump.
It was 30 degrees below zero in Iowa, and the question I get is, did Jim Jordan still not have a jacket on? And the answer is yes. He didn't wear a jacket. He's tough. He didn't care how cold it was. It was great seeing you. Maybe I'll see you in New Hampshire. Thank you for joining us on a Sunday night.
You bet. Thank you, Trey.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.